Well, my friends, at this point in the service, we would normally be collecting up the tithes and offerings of God's people as a generous outpouring from us back to God, thanking Him for His generosity to us, especially in giving us His Son. And I think that's always the reminder when it comes to generosity, that we have a generous God who is willing to give nothing short of the life of His own Son. And so how do we give every bit of our lives, not just our financial givings, but also our time and our efforts so that the kingdom grows? Now, my friends, I can see in my limited vision of what's going on in your lives that God is at work, and that's so encouraging, that God is growing the kingdom in and through you, even as we have to be kind of away from the people that we would normally interact with, the people that we'd like to grow for the kingdom. I think that being an everyday missionary, joining Jesus on His mission, His redemptive mission, is a tricky thing to do right now, but I think that this is an opportunity God is putting before us to embrace some new habits and patterns of making disciples. People who have the character and competencies of Jesus and are able to pass that to spiritual DNA along to the next generation. Now, what does that mean for the institutional church? It means there's going to be challenges that we're probably going to have to do more with less in the coming days and months. And that's a challenge that I think is going to require some intense listening to what God is up to and relying on His guidance. I know that He's going to give us the things that we need. We have that beautiful promise of Jesus that I hope you heard during the message, that He's not going to abandon us. So how is He encouraging us in the midst of that, those promises, to lean into some new habits and patterns, to trust Him to give us the things that we need? He is the ultimate waymaker. Where there's no way, He's the one who carves a new path for us. Think of the children of Israel going through the Red Sea and how God was able to do that. And look at the cross. Always look at the cross. This is the way that God makes a way where there is no way back to Him. He gives us the life of His Son and sacrifices Him on the cross so that we would not have to bear that ultimate price eternally. And He makes a way to have eternal life with Him through the death of His Son. That is the kind of God we serve. And I pray that that gives you encouragement even as we give our lives back to the people around us as an expression of God's generosity to us. Listen into this song and lean into the heart of God.